beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. My car.
Right, the underneath's basically done now. All the hard work's been done. Let's show you a bit of that, see what it looks like. It's not really much to say, it's just you can just see all the work that's been done. The car's basically done underneath now. We were going to paint it, but because there's some work to do on the inside, a bit of welding and stuff like that, it might melt the paint off, so we'll tip it back over again at some point, just to paint the underneath. But yeah, that's basically it for the bottom now, which is good. Right, I've been slowly working on these seats and I've finally got them done. Thanks to Sue Evans, one of my mate's mums. She's done a lot of the work on this, and I helped her put it all together yesterday. It looks absolutely spot on, that. She's done a really good job with that. I'm happy with those. They're going to look really smart when they're in the car. Just going to get the rest of the car done now. Right, so I'm just in the process of sorting out the sunroof. It's about time we started looking at this. So there's the old one. I've kind of pulled it apart. And all I'm doing is I'm just using the old pieces as a template. And we have measured the car to see what size it should be. And obviously over the years, with this being in the sun, so that's shrunk. So we're going to make the new one just slightly bigger than what this is. Right, so got all the bits cut out now, so we just need to get those sewn up, and then we can put it all together, and then that's the sunroof done. Just going to go that way. Yeah. Oh, right. No messing around with Paul.
That's it. There you go. That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Flipping heck. The water's got in the frame.
Here though, isn't it? You know where it's been sat here?
A little bit of water got in there.
Yeah, just here.
Yeah. That's it. That will one.
Can't remember the last time the car was that way around.
I know.
That's a long time since it's been that
Yeah.
way. Well, actually, it's never had. It's not been that way since you put the lawn in, hasn't it?
Right, it's Saturday. Uncle Roy's round again. Wait for him to get his hands dirty. He might do one day.
Come on.
What do you think, Roy?
I'm always on the job.
You impressed with what's happened so far?
Definitely. I can't believe it. Look at it. Got the floor in.
That's about it, but... We went to visit Mark Wakeham the other day, and he's very kindly lent us an old exhaust that we can use for a template. This is the old one. My dad has got a friend who's actually put us together a stainless steel one. This is looking nice and smart. Well, we have been told that the stainless steel ones can crack, but we did get this made for free, so it's worth a shot. And it's very smart. You need to put them all in at the same time. Just need a tap. You need a tap with a mallet.
That's it. That's it. that this way.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, okay. Should.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
I think so, yeah. Right.
Right, it's time to fit the master cylinder housing today. So we've had to put a few bits and pieces on, including the steering column, which is going in now, pedals, stuff like that, just to make sure, or steering rack, just to make sure that it's in the right place. If it's welded in the wrong place, then it means things can get caught and it can cause all kinds of problems. So you need to dummy fit things just to make sure this sits in the right place. So that's today's job. Now that the steering rack's been put in place, a little jig around this, make sure this is exactly in the right position. Okay, this has to be centered or it can cause issues, but we're not far off there really now, so we're just going to tack weld that in, and then that's the job done for that then. And then it is from underneath, you can see how it fits in. This is almost like a bit of a seal to stop anything coming in from the outside, so that's why it needs to be centre. And as you can see, that's sat in the right place now, so we know when we weld it that that's exactly where it needs to be. So after this is welded on, the steering rack and the pedals and all that stuff will then come off again.
So happy with the welding here, but
I'm just in the process of making the tabs for the door cards. It's welding a couple of little small plates on, then bend them up. Right, there you go, there's the completed tabs, ready for when we need them. There you go, there's the other side, all done. So when we do get to the door cards, well they keep calling them door cards, side panel board, thingy mill board, thingy-majig, whatever you want to call them, they'll be nice and easy to put on then. So the underside's had a case of ham right now. This is basically done. Looking good, looking smart. Also a couple of drainage holes here to stop these things from rotting out again in future. Because that's obviously why they've rotted originally, the walls just sits in there and it can't escape. Right, the suspension parts are on now. We've actually got wheels on the car, which is good. And today's job is to do the tracking, so we're going to have a go doing that now. We've got the instruction manual there which tells us how to do it, so we're going to give this a go and see how it goes. The tracking stick we've just knocked together, so it's just a bit of old wood. It's a welding rod, and a couple of
staples
on the tacks there, yeah. That's going to mark that now. Right, so we've now marked the distance between the two front wheels on the front side.
180 degrees round to the back.
So we're moving the mark around, so the mark is now on the left hand side there at the back. Do the same with the other wheel. So the mark's there. Now we're going to move the piece of wood. Okay, and then we've moved that, and if we look here,
That's literally exactly.
isn't that a focus? They are exactly the same, both sides, which is pretty good.
So now we've got to.
Go start again.
Hang on. How we got to do this? We've got to do the toe in, haven't we? So we've got to bring.
According to the manual, we've got to bring the toe in 3 or 5 mil. So it means we need to still slightly adjust that.
So we need to adjust. And
You want to make that. You want to bring that out.
a couple of threads.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too far
No, I don't know.
because that's
Actually, that would give us an idea. The measurement that's on there. So
every
I'll take
mill.
that.
Every mill that comes out is also a mill that goes in. So
I'll leave
if
it
you
at
wanted 3 to 5 mil, then really you
Hanging
want
out. Yeah,
2 mil there.
let's just try that.
You reckon that was about 2 mil? We'll see.
Let's see how we get on. Come back.
We'll try that again. So as it says, let's look again. It says the towing should be 3 to 5 mil. Right, if we look at the measurements we've done, the front and the back, it's just over 3 mil. So that's absolutely spot on. So that's it, track and done. Happy days. Right, there we go, pin in, job done. Right, then if you look at the top end of the kingpin, there's an opening here. We don't really want water going inside it, and there's nothing available to actually fill that. So what we have actually found, we found these things, which are chair legs or chair feet, I should say. We measured it, and they actually go on quite nicely. We fix those on the top like that, and then that stops the water getting in.
It looks all nice.
And it looks good as well.
Yeah.
Max gone back on for its final fit now, so we've just been playing around with it. It's almost there. Just tightened up the last couple of nuts there, and we'll get some pins in, and then that's it. That doesn't need to come off again now, we don't think. Just a side note as well, obviously we've got the car upside down, but this steering column needs to be this side. So if the car was the correct way up, it needs to go underneath this bar. When we put it in then, this steering column was under here and it was tight, it was jammed, and we worried we might have actually damaged it. Well, I've actually looked back at one of my previous videos and we realised that this is the correct way around. So that's quite an easy mistake to make that.
And after if you look at the top now, it's free enough, I can see.
Yeah, you can actually move that by hand, so it should be nice and free like that. But it was tight when we put it the wrong way around. Cool. Okay, right, let's get these pins in then. Job done.
Right, so we say we've decided to put the steering rack back on while it's still upside down, and we've stuck the original castellated nuts. They've been cleaned up, and I mean, a lot of people stick on the Nylox, which I have used Nylox on the front axle, but I don't know, they just look good, don't they, with the old style Castle nuts on there. Bit of a pain having to stick the pins through. As you can see there, Paul's just spreading them out. Safety first.
Safety first. That's it.
With a bit of luck, they should never have to be loosened off again.
There you go, all up and running. Looking good. Right, time to fit the brake lines. So my dad's been to the shop to go and get these bent to shape today. And you weren't happy about the price of them, were you?
Okay.
Doesn't even want to talk about it.
See me coming. Must have seen me coming.
Back in my day, you get it for 50p and you got change. Right, there they are, all fitted.
Apart from the brake light switch, which goes into here.
Yeah, that's coming on eBay. That'll be coming in the next couple of days, won't it?
Yeah, that's actually fits a Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle. So yeah, we'll have to wait for that to come.
And numerous other cars apparently. It's a standard
Yep.
part, isn't it? And then there's under here, so it's all pretty much there now. So what's left to do now? I think it's time to flip her over, isn't it?
The car can be turned over now, pretty much. I don't think there's anything else left to do.
And my dad's put a caster on the back while We're still working on the car and the engine isn't in. So the idea is now it's still on 3 wheels and we can push her around. It's quite a good idea actually. He's just mounted it to the engine at the back as well.
Alice, come back here. Come back here. Yeah. It's just there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This might be asking round.
Nice.
Thanks very much, Al.
No problem, mate.
Let's cut this manky wood off. Don't need that anymore.
I left the lid off today and it's jumping up there, see what's in there.
Nope, bin that. There you go, get in the film now, Mum.
Oh.
That's it. Right, it's almost 6 months to the day since you bought the car and it's back on its wheels again now. Ted, what do you think? Ted, is it rough? Not impressed.